What's up, fellow gamers? Phreak here. Welcome back to episode 5 of Cyber Knight's Flashpoint. Chrome difficulty, no soldier challenge. We're up to power level 0.73 after running our first procedurally generated mission, running a bodyguard for Mongrel, a moneylender, from one of our mercenaries' backgrounds. I forget which one. It might be mine, actually. But this one's going to be interesting because I'm not sure what mission I'm going to run. I do have a main story mission that is available in 11 days. But before then, I need to talk to, I think it was Origami Joe, around possibly running a legwork for him. And additionally, I might end up having like a different mission spawn out of this. And so I need to kind of play it by ear and see what needs to be where and kind of figure out time. So what I'm going to do is I've already had my hacker introduce me to a potential recruit here, Clemens. And what I see is that he's got high strength, some reaction. He's got good ballistic damage, so he's like clearly going to be a gun user. And specifically, he's good with light weapons, pistols and SMGs, and long-range weapons like snipers. Railguns aren't in the game right now in this point of early access. So I want to try to spec him into being special in some way in either pistol usage or more likely sniper usage. And of course, I've got to functionally multi-class him, quote-unquote, out of being a soldier, because this is a no-soldier challenge. So what I'm going to do, because anytime you get these recruits, you have a couple of choices you can make about them in terms of a couple of backstory details, as well as an actual gameplay detail. So you can see in most everyone else, they've got 2 levelable traits, as well as like lots of stuff like what factions they were a part of, as well as like I have a brother, I have a friend, I have people that I trust. Mongrel apparently comes from a meal, by the way. She respects somebody. Clemens is Deadeye and does have a second one, and hey, he used to be part of Las Sagalas and knows Deviant, but that's it. He has no enemies, he has like not very much history, so we're actually going to set that for him. So let's go talk and be like, hey, Clemens. Alrighty, well, we don't want to nerf long-range accuracy because he's got a benefit for that, and that just kind of fights itself. You might as well specialize him, so absolutely not be a door kicker. You could be a long shot and be even better with snipers, which is very reasonable to give him even more sniper accuracy, which is more likely what's going to happen. Or you can be, hey, well, here's something generic. Will give you some resistances. It's fine. Ignore one recoil is totally reasonable if you have to move between shoots. But realistically, this seems like long shot lines up very, very well. And so we get to set one of the traits, right? But also you get a backstory thing, such as like, oh, well, I'm an enemy of Brave Star, or I'm an enemy of the Fenians, who are a gang, or... so basically I've got military security, a gang, or a corporation that don't like me. Ultimately, it's fun to mess with Megacorps, right? Let's go. Yeah, McKellen doesn't like me very much. Bounty on my head, that's a little bit rough, but, you know, YOLO. We'll figure out a way to play it out, right? Welcome to the team. Great. Alrighty. Well, as we know, we can't play with a real soldier, so real quick, by the way, class training, respec, get rid of all your points, add multi-class, and right away into sniper. Actually, I might want to... Okay, I'm going to respec again, because I griefed. We're going to multi-class the sniper again, but this time be less stupid. So, we'll train a sniper. What I actually care about is getting strike zone. And perimeter eye is fine, it's 0 AP, which is one of the big benefits here. But with strike zone here, we actually get some decent stuff, such as making enemies in the area, right? Long range cast, 35 meters. 10 meter radius is like quite good. It does not cancel Overwatch. Can't predict in active combat, yeah, understood. If we make it stronger, we can see them for longer, but really all we get is movement. Looks like there's no real combat benefit, but hey, it's free, so it's fine. Skull Shot refunds 3 AP if I kill with a single shot, which is kind of good. But Strike Zone says, hey, let's give everyone crit vulnerability minus evasion, so we start killing the people who are often quite difficult to play with. So great, we have a decent debuff skill, and we've got a single shot weapon Overwatch, which is not bad. I actually might end up playing him, because we don't have any sniper rifles yet. I actually might play him double pistol, and one silenced, one revolver. But we'll see. So let's go ahead and talk to this guy now, because this will not be done in time to talk with him. I am already using all of my safe house tasks in the command HQ, so I can't do anything here. So let's go ahead and see what this has to do and what's needed. Some Slaga Gang lowlifes. Alrighty, Origami Joe will owe us a favor if we can help. Vendor is in a simple place. How do they know how to track you? Someone strong. Yeah, let's do some legwork. Tell me... Actually, no. We already know what legwork is, so that's fine. Yes, we can lend you a hand, and we can see that I don't want to take my Scourge off, so I'm going to run Aaron here. Aaron can be the guy to run it. If I fail, risk of injury up to 7 days, unable to warn off the threats, and things turn violent. Well, that's pretty scary. Now, unfortunately, I actually screwed up. I should have waited a little bit. It won't actually matter long term, not much, but because I'm currently building that building takes, I think, 4 days. If I had waited to talk to this guy, I could have delayed this even further. I'll still have the chance of doing it, but so we'll send him. Odds are about 50-50. He's going to run legwork for me. And that's in 7 days, but this is done in 4. So by the time the Underworld Hub is done, I can use the legwork, or the tokens in the Underworld Hub to set this up. And the other side of it, though, is I don't need him on Loophole Heist. I can actually run this, and it's fine. So he's chilling. He doesn't even need weapons. This doesn't change anything. I don't think anything happens here. But I do care about this guy. And I'm actually set him up as a heavy pistol and a silenced pistol. So here's a soldier. Here's a hacker's missing an item. So let's go ahead and give him a smoke grenade. Why not? Should he be holding it, actually? Not really. Just give him a first aid kit. Or, yeah, first aid kit, whatever. It's fine. Okay, so I need to start planning Loophole Heist, right? Mixed stealth and combat. There's hacking for loot. I need to bring the Cyber Knight. If I do this, I forgive my 2 million debt. If I can complete it with low security level, I get bonus XP. That's kind of nice. Octane's, of course, the one setting this up. If I try to plan the mission, I see that I can buy Blip. I can buy Quantum Reverb to make the hacking easier. I can disable some security. Like, these are all pretty expensive, but these could be pretty good. And then you can see that there's actually 2 points here, right? There's the construction site, and then there's actually the bunker underneath, both of which have to be done. So it's a 2 node individual mission. You don't evacuate in the middle. You have to run them back to back. But I want to run a hacker, and I have to run the Cyber Knight. So 1, 2 is guaranteed. And the question is it Scourge, Vanguard, Soldier? Which of the set are going, right? And I think I'm going to go ahead and choose Scourge, Vanguard. But I could definitely choose Scourge, Soldier. But I'm going to do it that way. And so since I've got a lot of downtime and nothing else is going on, I can start sending people to detox. So I built this at the very start, but I basically not moved forward almost at all. And even though he's not stressed, he might get stressed at some point, so I might as well send him to detox because nothing else is going on. And he'll detox in 7 days. I could wait all the way for you guys to come back, but there's no reason to do so because they wouldn't go on the mission anyway, so there's not really a point. The other side of it could be that somehow I could try to get my base built up more, but that's not really gonna happen either, so there's not really anything going on here. Which means, yeah, let's go ahead and finish training then, because both August and Emil have a mission to go on. I can buff Brainworm with more activations and more recharge to make combat really, straightforward for me. I can buff Venom Trap, which honestly is fairly reasonable. This is actually a pretty good skill. I can now train a second talent, so, in 3 points I can make Toxic Cloud, which I think is very good talent. I can also make Morass, which gives me right, minus armor, minus evasion, minus move speed, and it actually drops Overwatch as well. So this would give me the ability to have a better chance at killing high evasion enemies, which is useful. There's a lot of value in having this sort of like baseline value here. And if I upgrade it, I get to nerf their armor rate even more, which is actually quite good, because keep in mind, armor reductions are additive. So if they have like, let's say they have 80% damage reduction, and I drop it by 20, I'm dealing double damage for that, because they're going from minus 80 to minus 60, aka I go from dealing 20 damage to dealing 40 damage, which is, again, double damage. So armor shred is very, very valuable. I don't know if it's the most important thing I can get right now, but it is quite nice. Yeah, I have Dissolve. I don't have to go any harder here, really. It doesn't feel like I need it. I could drop the AP by 1, but meh. I think I will go ahead and go for Morass. I know this mission's layout doesn't actually need it that badly, but this feels like it has value, and it can cancel Overwatch, which can sometimes matter, and we'll just buff the Armor Shred. And so this guy has like some really good debuffs, actually. Pretty much everything is a debuff or a Corpse Hide, which is nice as well. Let's go ahead and train up Gemini. And it's just automatically Glasswalker. This is still not amazing right now, but next to talent points, it's going to be like basically the best talent on my squad. It's really, really good. Not much to say here. This is fine. And so, yeah, I think it's time to run the mission. So it is going to be the main quest. It's going to be Loophole Heist. This will probably move me up to a 1.0 on the power level, which I think is just fine. The question is, do I want to grab Blip for 10k? Not really. Do I want to grab Quantum Reaver for 20k? Not really. This one is mixed stealth in combat, and this one actually has the hacking, so yeah, only need the hacker for the second round, but again, you can't like change your people around, so you gotta run them all at the same time. So here's my 4, and again, I'm running Silence Pistol and a Sword with some bandages and a Shock Mine. I'm running Silence Pistol and a Sword with First Aid Kit and a Shock Mine. I am running Silence Pistol and an AR, which I will rarely use, with a First Aid Kit and some Disabling in case I need it for some reason. And I've got a Shock Mine and some bandages with a Shotgun and a Silence Pistol. I could try to bring a Smoke Grenade somewhere, but I don't feel like I need to right now. Maybe I should, but actually, you know what? Screw it. Let's be ultra safe and drop this for a Smoke Grenade, because I think it's technically better in that it can prevent a lot of damage if something gets really, really, really bad. Alrighty, let's go. It is time for the Loophole Heist. Let's get it. So a hidden D Street Cartel Haven. Crawling with Whistlers. Whistlers are a like poison damage enemy. If you don't heal, you take a dot for a long time. There's the way down. And ideally, we can do it with less security so that we don't get followed down. People aren't like angry about us, whatever. So there are 2 optional loot boxes here, which, you know, if we can, that would be great. And so the question is, do we want to approach from this side or from this side, right? If we go from here, we got to get through 3 bad guys. They only have 200 health. They only have 33 armor. It's not too bad. They have a nano-coated recipe for their bullets. Ongoing damage unless you heal some way. They can also full auto with their SMGs, which can be really scary because that can do, you know, double damage or so, or land an AoE. If you go this way, still Whistlers to be fair, but it's like the 3 on this side or the 3 on that side is kind of the question. And then it's like, do we want to go down this way or go down that way? I mean, theoretically going down this way could make sense because we're already moving this direction for knocking down the loot boxes and then looping around the corner. Especially if we always want to loot, going this direction helps make sense. If we don't want to loot, this is more of a straight shot, and it's like, from here you can just burn 6 AP and make it. Normally when I play this mission, I go this way. But because I'm going to try to grab these loot boxes, I'm going to go this direction instead. And the question I have, though, is, let's see, 21, and they're all 18s. So the thing is, if I delay, I will go here at 17. And I kind of want to burn Look Ahead for, like, these 2. So I'm going to delay until Gemini and let Gemini do a hack here. And basically see which way this person's going. so I know if I want to do anything on this turn or not. So what are you doing? You're just running forward, which means I probably can't sneak by you, but I can let you burn your AP. Even if the person runs forward, which I don't think is going to happen, I think we're not going to get seen. So I'm safe to just say, screw it, like, go drop by 10 and see what happens. And if I'm wrong and I get shot here, I'm going to be really sad. Yeah, so just guarding and turning. Guarding and turning. Okay. That's all fine. Yep, they're just turning around. Nothing too scary yet. And they're going away, actually. And potentially, depending on how far they go, if I was able to hack them, I could see if, like, I could bypass them entirely and only have to kill 2 people. But this route makes sense, so we're going to go for it. I'm going to go ahead and burn silence here because I can get a surprise attack by doing so. That seems pretty valuable. You can see that I could run up right next to her, and she'll never know because I'm not in the vision cone, and I've popped silence. So she's going to run out of and get a silence hit, get a stealth hit, which is bonus crit chance. 85, bonus hit, right? Surprise target. Crit is solid from anticipation. So, yeah, I don't think there's a reason to go for the Empowered Strike here. I'm not really in danger. I'm pretty sure we can clean everything up. But we get the crit. Pretty sweet. Down goes 1. And is it worth it for her to take the shot? I can't do anything else otherwise, so I might as well. The question is, which one do I care about more? We can sneak into that vision cone. We can't sneak into that one as easily, so we'll shoot this one because we're unlikely to surprise them down the line. Okay, Gemini's turn is done. And again, I can use poison to guarantee some of this. So if I go down to like 2 AP, for example, I go all the way up. Oh, you know, actually. Oh, shoot. I didn't burn Tax Surge, so everyone's missing out on like 3 AP this round, which is going to make this much, much harder than it should have been. Okay, I made my life more difficult than it should have been. Crud. This is going to be a little bit of a rough one. Or I only kill like this person. If she only dies to poison, I think the corpse timing will be such that there's no report. I could be wrong about that, though. And I can't even Venom Trap. Oh, I can? Okay, I can Venom Trap this. Yeah, it's pretty valuable. Cool. And that is 75 damage a round. Or it's 50, sorry, it's 50 damage a round. So if we get her to 50 HP, we're fine. Deviant is not a hacker now. He's just a gun because he's got nothing else going on for him. Oh, I misjudged my location. I can't shoot anyone. Well, that sucks a bit. Yeah. So you would see me, but I don't care that you would see me, I think. Well, here. Let's see what... Yeah, so if I burn Tax Surge here, I can give Deviant some AP on this turn. Which seems kind of worthwhile based on what I... based on the situation that we're in. So if I go here, I can shoot, and it's probably going to be okay. I think you are unlikely to die in this round, but I don't have to care about that. Yeah, outside range is not too bad here. Okay, so you will die to poison no matter what, right? So the question is, do I want to try to get this other guy? And, I mean, I can get to, like, here and take 1 shot. Is that even worth it, though? I mean, I get 1 from main character and I get 2 from my hacker. The downside is this person gets to report, but the upside is I get to save some AP. I'm willing to risk it because I'm probably acting first on everybody, so YOLO. But this is a bit of a risk, so I get 1 shot here. And this is only the round. This is the only round I'm gonna be surprised for. Okay. Deviant might need to hit both shots, which is not the most guaranteed. 60% twice. Yeah. Okay. Come on, 70%. Darn. Okay, well, we're getting some security escalation. You die, but you're going to report that there's intruders, so the AI knows, and they're coming for me. Right. There's no way they're not coming for me. So it's handling some other AI turns. Looks like Epsilon is now in vision range. Okay, yep. Darn. To be fair, landing the 70 and 60 together is like 42%, but it's basically a coin flip that I would have gotten that one for free. Anyway, let's go ahead and scramble this radar dish. And let's hope we don't get chased down too hard here. Let's hope. So 2 AP remaining. Easy sword swipe. So the question is actually, which bad guys know about me? So you're unaware. You're suspicious. So you were the one dispatched. You're also suspicious. Okay, so these 2 were dispatched, right? Because they're suspicious now. And these ones weren't talked to. So this one will run toward me, but they're not moving until next turn. Probably is no good spot to be. She's going to run in a straight line. She's going to get to, like, here, roughly. You, I don't know which way you're going, and I kind of want to know. I can just barely reach? Yes. Okay, I want to know then. You're going that way. Okay, cool. So if I can, like, get in cover around here, I can nuke this person, like, during turn 3 or something, probably. But we can bypass these guys. Yeah, so, right, this is the guy who was spotted, and notice that they're going exactly to where I was spotted. That's what the AI was told. That's what the AI told them. We're going to be okay. Yep, you don't know anything. Gemini can start running forward. Right, that guy's going to... Do I want to kill you on this round, and can I? So you're there. We know which way you're going, and you have 13 initiative, which I can kill that pretty reliably. I have all 3 of these characters to shoot with. That feels very doable. So I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, take the kill here. And it should be fine. We landed all 3 shots. That's pretty sweet. Their body timer is, what, 4 turns? Yeah, we're probably done by then, so that shouldn't even matter. It's only if someone sees the corpse that it's going to hurt me. And I think by being down here behind this building, or like this table, I shouldn't be in danger to someone running forward. Right, there's only one person who's suspicious, and I have a pretty good read on where they're going. Now, do I want to get rid of any of these bodies? 3 turns, I think, is still not needed, so... I'm just going to book it for getting these block boxes, and again, these benches are in the way, so I shouldn't get spotted, and I think it's going to be okay. We know this person's going the other direction. I should be alright. If I'm wrong, I'm sad, but I should be alright. So we know you're just guarding, and we know which way you're going because we can hack. And they're going to see a corpse. Actually, you know what? I should have considered resolving this because this person's going to see it. And there's a chance they wouldn't keep going upwards otherwise. Alright, so... The other scary person, though, is Epsilon at 13. Gemini is safe for sure, so there's no reason to, like, rush this. Ome, I don't believe is going to spot me in time for it to matter, so I'm not concerned about... I mean, should I be potentially concerned? I don't think so. Now, I'll risk that Ome's going to see me. I don't think they will. You're just guarding. You can chill, too. Alright, Epsilon was told, hey, there's an intruder. Runs up. Again, can't see everyone. But it's now in a spot where we can see her and go for the kill. So the question is, who all is going for this kill, then? Deviant should probably spend AP trying to get the kill. Would be my guess here. So, like, we can kind of run up and... I think it's... Okay, so actually the problem is I have to reload. So I can only ever use 4 AP. Shoot, reload, shoot. So let's just kind of run up behind a little bit of cover. I don't care that I get spotted. It doesn't matter. I hope it doesn't matter. Actually, your turn's already done. I'm going to let Muck run their AP down because they might look back and then have to, like, do something different. So I'm going to run out and then see what is actually done here. You're just patrolling. That's fine. Circuit. Yeah, I guess I'll delay you as well because there's no reason not to. And then Muck is guarding that way. Okay, so we're chilling. We're completely chilling. That's good. Right, Ome is next round. That's fine. Alrighty, so, Gemini. Yeah, you can go for some shooting, and... Oh, you're gonna reload, actually. I will let Nonpareil grab the, stuff. Okay, cool. So you're fine. You can grab the loot box, and next round we can tax surge, so I'm pretty sure I can evacuate during the next round. It will be security level 1, but only security level 1, and they'll be ready to keep moving afterwards. So that should be okay. That we get both boxes, and we're going to evac on round 4, and it's only going to be security level 1, which would be pretty hard to dodge, but considering it's guaranteed 3 a turn, it is dodgeable, but Yeah. Should be okay. End this turn. I need 1 second here. Alright, well, let's go get the kill. And then, since it costs 1 AP anyway, might as well reload first. I could have walked forward first instead, but it won't really matter long term. Cool, that works. Bad guy down. It's still going to escalate. That's fine. Circuit is not needed, and I can get my... No point in min-maxing here. It's not going to matter. There was another guard way over here if you want to go all the other way around, but again, not a reason to. We know which way they're turning, at least so far, and in fact, I should have higher initiative than them anyway. Actually, no, Muck is at 18, so... Let's go stand here, that way we're behind a little bit of cover in case something really weird happens, but it should be fine. So there's an escalation, and the escalation is reinforcements. Thankfully, we're going to be alright, and they're not going to catch us, but we actually get a new bad guy type here. So the types of enemies are actually unique by faction, at least a little bit. So they've got a Street Berserk, so melee user. They've got a Chop Shop, which is a shotgun user, and they've also got this Wildfire, who is someone that can use a full auto urban assault rifle. So that's a relatively good spray weapon. So that can be quite scary, actually. You want to be a little cognizant of that and not get caught. All right, I have just enough AP to have everyone make it in, so I don't care that you can hear me. We're getting all of our actions all at the same time, and we're going to be fine here. So we got 1 escalation. It was dodgeable if we had finished that kill on the first round, but we didn't. Ultimately, it's fine. We're all going to make it out. Doesn't matter if they see me. If you end the mission before the turn elapses, this AI tally doesn't count, and it's going to be completely fine here. Alright, easy extract. And let's just make sure we don't do anything really stupid here. You're clearly on the square, easy extract. Alrighty. Now that is part 1 done. Sweet. So, security level 1. Attempt next stage. Not much of a choice otherwise. And here we are. So it resets your talents, your cooldowns and whatnot, but there is a ton of security down here. There's one guard that we know of. There's likely more, but we can't see them just yet. But we have to get the Cyber Knight here to use the terminal, and ideally, because I want stuff, I can send my hacker here to go hack and get loot. Which of course I want to do, so we're going to try to run the hacker there by round 2. We tactical surge the squad, and there's no reason not to let them burn their AP first, so let's go ahead and just wait and wait and wait. Gemini can burn a couple of jam kits pretty safely. Let's burn 1 AP right here. Okay, there's one more bad guy, but again, they don't get a free turn if we didn't see them, so... Can't jam kit. We can anticipate, though. So you're just going to run in that direction. That's fine. And basically, I'm going to choose to turn off... So basically, it's like, I can turn off the laser wires, and that's going to mean that my hacker gets spotted by the motion field, but that would be it. Then everyone else can just like run on the right-hand side and kill this guy. Or I can get rid of the motion field and the camera, and everyone can run forward then to the right. And I think I want to get rid of the motion field first. I think that's the better play. Or I can like undo all my thought process and go for the, I was doing earlier, but no, I'm just going to do the double jam kit, and I'm going to go ahead and delay my actions and let that person run forward. So off you go. And the only danger is if this is going to be in the vision cone of the guard, but I don't think that's going to happen here. So that vision cone is not going to spot the other guard. As long as we're not heard, we're fine. I have to burn, yeah, at least 5 movement to get in range to do something. That's fine. Can I get anywhere where the shotgun wouldn't be heard? No, we're seeing 2 shotgun hears no matter what, so you should kind of run up here for a bit. And not much to say except we're just going to run up and try to take the shot without getting heard. Without the footsteps making noise, I should say. Alright, more guards. So, we've got one over there. We've got this one. We've got this one. And we've also got this one over here. Again, they're all going last, so it's fine. I don't need to Venom Trap yet. Oh, wow. Nice. We got a lucky crit. I love that. That's good for us. We'll run up here. I can't reach Venom Trap. I could go for the shot, which I think is likely to work. So I'm going to go ahead and try to maximize AP and go for a kill here. Coordinate with the rest of my team. Yeah, recoil is not great. Outside max range isn't great, but he's low HP. I think we can get it. And I'm also going to use Dissolve to try to knock down these corpses. Although I'm pretty sure this Radiant Array is going to turn, and I'm going to get ruined. So we're in the middle of nowhere, and it's going to be sad for me, but whatever. So let's try to run up. Can't make it all the way, but that's fine. I'll get there next turn, and that should be reasonable. So I could run here and try to jam kit this. And keep the radar array from seeing anything. That's like low-key actually maybe worthwhile because let's see, can I get it from here? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure this radar array is going to turn. I don't want it to see circuit or the body. So I'm going to burn kind of a lot, but it's going to make this mission quite a bit safer. And then no one else in anticipation range. So we're just going to try to run back to the squad because this is going to turn on at the end of next turn, so I've got to get back out. And then MC gets to try to finish this kill. I realize I kind of side myself up for hoping I land on my attack rolls because this guy's going to report if he doesn't die. I'm going to try to be out of vision range so that I believe I can still have the suppressed or the surprise condition. I think it works that way. Yeah, he's still surprised by my guy, so I get a really good shot. Doesn't get the kill, but 70% chance that we finish, please. Okay, cool. So no reports. Still force security turn, but, you know, not the worst. And then this, I could have done this sooner, but whatever. Where are you headed? You are headed just to the left, which is fine. So we've got 2 guards, and they're both left-hand side. And that's going to be chill for a while then. Great. Of course, level 1 security escalation is doing nothing. There's the camera turn. Not too bad just yet. So, maximizing AP and everything else going on. This guy, of course, can't see, so I can try to go for kills here. And if I want to try to go for these shots, the chances are okay, but not great. But I don't need to kill them. It's not, like, terribly important. I can kind of just guard. Now, of course, the main quest is to walk over here. But I know from actually playing this mission before that this only takes 1 turn. So I just have to like get there and it's done and then you can evacuate. So the only actual time sink here is Deviant actually hacking. So I can kind of maximize for that. So I'm going to walk kind of close to this objective. Have 2 AP left up. That should snap. This is a new security device. If there's 2 of your team in the field at the end of the turn, it will trigger security. It'll trigger 6 points, which is a lot. I get stuff, and I get to go back out. And I think I will try to loop around the right. I'm not sure what I'm trying to do here, actually. But I can't get all the way out, so let's just kind of come back. Which for now is fine. Deviant should be safe to try to hack here. I don't think it's going to be a concern. It will probably cost me 2 AP no matter what, but I will try to get lucky here and only burn 1. We'll see if it works. It did. Nice. That's fortunate. Every single time, just always do this. It's just like basically always correct. So yeah, unfortunately, this mission doesn't have a Matrix hack leverage. That Matrix host reveal leverage only works. It only reveals phase 1 Matrix hosts. If you want other stuff, you'd have to get you'd have to build a hacking hub in your base, which requires resources, which I don't have. But otherwise, I would be able to use a structure in my base to do that. Don't have it, though, so can't connect. Of course, that must be cleared. We're going to try and see if there's loot up here. The entire point of this is to get loot in the first place. Can't load programs. Do not care, because it has double active ice. Unloads programs. That is the worst possible thing. Tally is not as bad, but unfortunately it already escalated once, and I lost my trap disarm, which is unfortunate. We scan, we see, and now to be fair, I think we're at the point now where there probably could be hidden traps, so I'm going to be a little bit cautious here. I'm going to walk over. I scan, and there is in fact a hidden trap. If you load a program, steal AP. Well, I don't care about that. So we can sleaze this. We're just not going to load any programs. We're going to download. We're going to leave. Start heading back. So that's one fork done. Have to come back up this way. Check this out, and then check the bottom half. All right, first turn of hacking. All right, Gemini, what do you want to do? Well, we can try to wait for this radar array to turn. Or kind of just, yeah, I mean, just basically get away from the motion detector. And, I mean, maybe run around that side. I'm not sure what I really want to do here. I guess we'll just kind of run to the side of the map. It's fine. There's no reason to be on the left-hand side, so we'll just kind of hug this side instead. And so we're going to start getting rid of bodies, which will be helpful because now if the camera turns back on, it won't see it, and we will not get any escalation, which is really nice. So yeah, this can definitely be really valuable when you're trying to play stealthy by cleaning up your aftermath. He's running forward. He cannot see behind the Matrix host, though, so he's just chilling. You're running to the left. You're not going to see anything either, I'm pretty sure. I don't believe you can see my hacker. If you can, this is going to be scary. We're chilling. All right, motion field came back on. And if I run full sprint, I can... oh my gosh, I don't make it. Shoot, I ran too far out. So, I mean, it doesn't really matter because, again, the only actual cost is... like, I'm waiting for this hack to be done anyway. It doesn't really matter. So what I could do is only burn 1 AP going down the stairs. Hope that it's enough that I can clear the gap without triggering anything, which appears to be true. And she's going to keep going that way, from what I can tell. So I shouldn't be getting spotted by anyone, and I can just clear the gap. And that's going to be fine. Okay, there are 2 more guards, but I think they're just standing there, so it shouldn't be a problem. But there's some risk, and this thing actually might turn, which can also be scary. Okay, you're not in range yet. Let's burn 1 AP. Get rid of the body. And where do we need to be at this point? Because, I mean, there's a backtrack exit, which we can't do yet, and the secondary exit if we want to run forward. I don't think I have reason to run forward because there's guards there and I can just backtrack. So I'm going to kind of hang out in like this area and just... I mean, I guess I'll make sure there's like nothing weird happening yet. But you should be safe from any reveals. Just to be sure, let's go walk up here. We should be safe from reveals. As this person keeps patrolling, looks over, can't see anything, we're fine. You're walking around, nothing too scary yet. Alright, yeah, we're chilling. Alright, second round of hacking. Second round of hacking. Well, I want to run down. Can't load programs, that's fine. We need to get rid of active ice, so let's go up here. Get rid of active ice. Scan. Once again, there's likely to be some trap ice here. Yep, there's trap ice. If you use a program, steals AP. Don't like that. Can't download. There shouldn't be a second one, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab those. Let's go load sleaze again. Can't connect, must get rid of that. Alright, so the Matrix CPU is going to be either in one of these 3 or one of these 3. And I'd like to guess correctly first, because that way it's in a way better spot. I'm going to guess left. It's purely a guess, of course. Unload programs, don't like that. Steal AP is not as bad as losing a program, so get rid of you. Ow. Download. And we guessed wrong, unfortunately. These are not going to be the CPU. Oh well. There could be a trap there. It would suck if that was the case. Damage to connection, prevent download. Ow. Force download of scan, kind of sucks. Alright, well, has to end my turn. Yeah, so escalations can really hurt, right? They can really stack up fast, and if I had guessed correctly and I nuked the CPU, we'd, drop down to sec level 4 or something, and I wouldn't be in such a bad spot, but ultimately, yeah, I unfortunately guessed wrong, so I'm going to be here for a little while. But it's fine. In meat space, we're only getting 4 a turn. It's not too bad. Go ahead and reload. End the turn. Nothing else to do. Nothing else to do. It's fine. We get an escalation. Let's hope it's not a bad one. +1 tally. And of course, again, there is literally no knowledge that I'm here right now. Okay, the radar array spotted deviant, so they might start moving over. But that did it. Okay, yeah. So the camera turns at start of turn. So at the end of turn, it'll tell the AI that, hey, by the way, something is happening. That's going to take a little bit. Give me 1 second. I got to mute. Alrighty, sorry for the interruption. Let's go ahead and complete the main quest, which will take 1 action point and 0 seconds. Tap the terminal. Quantum networks are fast. So actually, yeah, the knight who owned my spine was already doing this, so we really are picking up exactly where Octane and her knight left off. We've got 2 exits. Again, those were already mentioned to us. We can backtrack or run forward, just to kind of depend with how we played it. But the big thing is I certainly want my free loot. It's going to still be a bit to finish hacking, so I'm not in a huge rush here. And in fact, I should burn the AP bonus. Get my stuff. There was a lot of stuff there, which is pretty cool. And am I willing to get spotted by the radar array or not? Now, I know this radar array, this one spotted my hacker and will tell on me at the end of next turn. If I walk through here, it will tell on me at the end of this turn on both halves, which, honestly, do I really care? Actually, before I do that, I want to cheat about these two. Because I need to know if those ones are going to come after me, because those are actually the scary ones. Now, before then, I can still get up most of the way. In fact, there's not really reason to go around that way, so I might as well go down to 1 AP and then duck and then come over here. But I'm still waiting for my hacker is the big thing. Like, that's still the long requirement. And this radar array is going to turn again. It's going to spot me again, but it's still better to be here than up there, I think. So knowing that this is the limit of where the radars can see, I can run, to here with absolutely no problems. Actually, if the radar array turns, it's going to spot me, so I'm going to stand here instead and just not give more security tally. It's a very minor thing, but it seems like it's correct to do. I guess this is better. Cool, great. You did it, bud. Let's go keep hacking. Can't download. Understood. Scan. Yep, there's something else here. Okay. Double download. And again, I still expect there to be other stuff here, so I'm going to run over. Damage to connection. Get rid of you. Check for traps. There aren't any. That's good to know. Run down here. Again, I care about passive ice. Walk over. Scan. Of course. If you exit, lose AP. Okay. So I need to get rid of active ice. I need a scan. Here we go. Get rid of you. Scan. There is a trap here. If I load a program, get wrecked. I'm not going to load any programs here, so it's fine. I will run my second scan to be sure that this is indeed an AI node. Or it's a CPU node, I should say. So I will not load any programs. I will go here. I will null op twice. That will basically always clear it. Oh, I am not in a good spot. Null op did not clear it, so I'm going to suffer dump shock. Shoot. And I have no AP left. Well, I don't want to deal with that. I'm just going to disconnect. The ice isn't active, but ending a turn in a CPU that hasn't been spiked owns you. And yeah, so I would like to clear these out. I'm not able to, so let's disconnect. Basically, the rules are if there's any active ice, disconnecting will make you take damage and suffer dump shock. But ending a turn in an incinerator or a non-spiked CPU or a firewall will dump you out and give you dump shock if you simply end your turn there. And unfortunately, I ran out of AP. I didn't do the math correctly. That's on me. Oh well, I'm going to miss out on a couple of downloads. And it sucks because if I had done this the other way around, probably would have been fine. Wouldn't have been a big deal, but here we are. Alright, so let's see. I don't have any jam kits ready. I'm still waiting for Deviant anyway, so it's not like I can get done faster. So we're just going to stand here on the edge of everything, and it just is what it is. They are patrolling, but they don't see me, so it's fine. So actually, there was one other thing I could do instead, which is, so I'm going to end this. I'm going to end all my turns, basically. That's fine. So what I can do instead, actually, is I can reconnect to the Matrix. I can walk back up, burn 1 AP. Yeah, I'm getting spotted all the time. Okay, so yeah, okay, here's what I'm going to do. You're going to chill. You're going to chill. You can also chill. I'm going to go ahead and, like, fully greed this, even though I'm going to get, like, I'm going to get swarmed pretty soon. Like, this guy knows to run over here because the radar array spotted me. And this guy's going to start running down here because the radar array spotted me. I'm going to fully greed this. Oh, I'm going to get heard as well. No, it's too much risk. Too much risk. It's too much risk. Okay. What's going to happen is we're going to book it for going here. We're going to escalate no matter what anyway. So, like, triggering this motion detector doesn't matter. We're just going to leave. If I wasn't going to make a bunch of noise, I think it would have been worth trying, but it's just not. It's just not it. So, unless I go to, like, 24 of 12, there's no real difference in escalation here. So, let's just run everything by, and it just doesn't matter. Gemini, I guess for funsies, no. It really doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. But for fun, since you're the fastest one anyway, you might as well just nuke that. But it really doesn't matter. 18 of 12 is kind of high, but it should be okay. You can disable something. You would already go really far, so I think it's fine to burn 1 AP. We're all going to make it next round. Like, 6 AP is easily enough to make it all the way down. Please don't see anything too scary. Turn. Okay, cool. Yep. Because you knew to look here, you couldn't find what we cared about. AI response. Rebooting some jammed devices. Yep. Dispatch to intercept. Yep, sure. But, thankfully, we have enough to run back to the evacuation zone. And we are good. So, off you go. 1 point of AI doesn't matter there. It doesn't even matter regardless. This thing needs line of sight, so this bench is in the way. So we got out without getting any version of spotted. To be incredibly safe, I'm going to give you some AP, or some initiative. Just in case for some reason Breako is going to do something to you. That's not possible, but if for some reason it was. And so if we were luckier about the CPU, we might have been okay. But ultimately, we didn't get to take everything we wanted, but it wasn't too bad. Alrighty. Main mission, what, 4, technically? Because forward op counts, the raid counts. 4th main mission complete. We got all through... Yeah, we got the transaction logger. Now has the Kingmaker's hand. She's ready to vault to the top of her faction. Well, that's neat. Going after Henninger, right? Stole from Henninger. Doesn't mean she's the target of our next move. A weak link in the chain. Interesting. We'll be ready when you are. We're going to work for Octane. My debt has been repaid via missions. Let the heat bleed off. And it'll be okay. Alright, our debt has been cleared. And when she wants to rise in D-Cartel, we'll be there to make it happen. All right, how do I want to describe this? The road gets steeper. Thanks, everybody. You've all carried the team. Let's celebrate because we're rich. Well, I guess not poor, technically. We're out of debt. You know what? Let's celebrate. Let's be happy. All right, 53K. Debt wiped out. 109 XP, not bad. Again, I definitely could have chosen an opening to this game where I didn't go for the detox bench and instead grabbed a SimStream trainer. Because technically, so yeah, the interesting thing is my first soldier could have been in the SimStream for my first 3 missions, but then I needed him for the legwork that we were planning. So I had to have pulled him out after mission 3, sent him to the legwork, which would have been fine, because it would have cost him 10 stress to get 60% of the XP from the other missions. And then I could have sent my other soldier into either detox or SimStream training to get some XP from here. I chose the risk-averse version of let's make sure if someone gets stressed, we can kind of cool them off quickly. But as it turns out, we could have simply gone for a trainer because we never had a rough mission and never got into like this wound, injury, stress spiral, which can happen sometimes if you know, get really unlucky on a round or somebody spots you don't expect it or whatever. But hey, we got a bunch of loot from the, 4 boxes we tipped over. Which pretty good, right? We got some drugs. We got a bunch of money, actually, right? 5, 10, 20, 45, 46, 56. Like, that's a really good amount of money. It's more than the mission itself was at this point. So we had 100K for the mission at this point. We got a bunch of gear. We got another mod blueprint. We got some more items, another echo jammers. So we wanted to like knock down some more random stuff. We could do that, but and then some accounts we can sell. Right, level 2 epic is actually a pretty solid account, probably worth like 15K. Not bad. And so of course we have no active missions to go anymore. So now we get to finally sit back and let regular old base building take over, and let us get stronger. So let's sell some accounts, right? We can sell to Octane. We can sell to Mongrel. Of course, these characters don't have anything to like actually directly upgrade, but if we sell to Potato, a Potato will sell better cyberdecks and programs, right? Which is like pretty valuable. So yeah, right. Let's give influence to people who can use it best. Mongrel gives us the most money. Mongrel the most money. Potato, just gonna keep giving it to Mongrel. But again, we can't mint file sets until we can get a nano scrubber and then upgrade cold storage, so we're kind of waiting for that one. We've got plenty of money, which is great. We can train our units because I guess we might as well. We've finally maxed out tax surge. So now it's time for the next ones, which I'm a big fan of getting steamroll. When you get a kill, you can buff your team, and you can buff them with +1 move point, some bonus damage, no matter what kind of weapon they're using, and drones are quite rare, but some of the highest tier enemies in the game right now are technically drones. But it's really just like, oh yeah, when I get a kill, give my team 1 move point as long as it's on this turn. So like my cybernet has to go first, get a kill, and then the rest of my team gets 1 move point. And so we'll try to have my cybernet go first. This lets everyone go forward alongside that. Hey, pretty cool stuff. Which also means you kind of want your cybernet to have a lot of reaction. Reaction gives initiative, or I can always just like, pass people down to make sure. I don't find there's a really big reason to upgrade an interference spike. Minus initiative, you don't need more minus initiative, generally speaking. Minus evasion is fine, but usually not for the investment. Getting AoE is fine here, but like spending 2 points for AoE minus 10 evasion is mediocre when it costs a point already. And you want to save it as your anti-Overwatch talent in the first place, so it's not the greatest. These can be good if you want to, invest in some defensiveness, like unflinching and cardio jolt and ult pump and centering are all like really good, and even stopgap are all durability talents here. So if you need to be more durable, you can grab this stuff sort of to the right and to the top. But I'm usually a big fan of this stuff on the left-hand side. I really, really like Atomic Stutter. I think it's actually one of the strongest talents in the game. But the question is, it's going to be 3 points away, which is not that bad. I can get to it. And it's like near rewind. Downer is fine. This can also cancel Overwatch, but basically it's like if I get a crit, I get to drop a bunch of minus evasion on people, and I can give them crit pulling as well. So it helps me. It helps you like knock down groups of reinforcements, and especially because you can make the radius go up to 18 meters, which is quite big. You're very often going to get 3 or 4 people in it. But we're going to move up this way. Don't have enough points, but I'm going to go for Atomic Stutter. It is a point-and-click stun. It is very, very good. So we just have basic unspent points here. Could grab a second Brain Worm if I wanted to. I could make Dissolve cheaper. I could eventually grab a third Dissolve. I don't really need a third one that badly. Second Venom Trap seems like a really good idea, and then I can upgrade the damage. It seems like very useful. And it's probably better than second Brain Worm. Brain Worm does not cancel report, so it's only if it's a combat thing, basically, is the primary benefit here. And Morass is, again, going to be fairly rare as well. So I think I am going to take second Venom Trap. But I will start upgrading this a bit more because it's unmissable 1 action point damage, which is very good. All right, finally going to move forward. I'm going to go ahead and take a bit of bonus damage and no AP. So they cast it twice. This is 20 AP per hack, which is a fairly big deal. And then we'll eventually... Rampage is not a very big deal, ultimately, so it's about going here. And I have 0 AP null up. I will grab this afterwards. You saw it in the last hack. Right, if I had these points here, I would have finished clearing out the CPU, and I would have had 22 AP left over, roughly, so I could have actually scanned, spiked it, and not had to leave early. So, like, I missed out on 2 entire, like, loot boxes because I ran out of AP at the exact wrong time, and Null Up didn't finish killing it. Which is very unfortunate, but it's the way it happened. So go ahead and upgrade the Vanguard. We can finally cap out Glasswalker. This is absolutely huge. This is... You saw it trigger, I think, 3 times in the last mission, and now it's just going to be even better. We all get 1 action point. It's truly very, very good. Next up is going to be going for Blend, so that I can play really aggressively with the Vanguard. And for 0 AP, I become entirely invisible. They cannot attack me in any single way. It's canceled by moving, sure, but this allows her to be incredibly aggressive. And if I, like, roll really badly and I get nothing done, pop Blend, no big deal. We can spend 1 point, get a second charge. This means she's essentially immune to damage unless I get completely surprised, which is very, very strong as far as I'm concerned. But that's what we have. We have just the base ready to build as we wait for contacts to talk to us. We have a lot of heat on us, which can be scary. But for now, we can just kind of go forward. Oh, we have a new mission. All right, so one of our contacts has a 3 captains mission ready for us. Can I help you take out 3 enemy captains? Maybe, but I'm going to get this stuff done first. This will always fire once we run out of the 8 days, and I want to get through things like Legwork and Detox first. And get my base going because I have a lot of money, and yeah, I need time. All right, Underworld Hub is done. I have 3 days on my Legwork, and guess what? Plus 10% chance. Plus 10% chance. All right. That should have worked. There we go. Okay, it was a display bug. It is up to 78, which means it's very, very likely to work, which is good, because I really want it to. Oh, I actually forgot to start my movements again. I need to upgrade this trash room. I kind of griefed. And, uh-oh. In 7.5 days, we're going to learn that Henninger has picked up our trail. Not great. Oh, well. Let's hope we get our Legwork to work. Please, please, please. All right, Mongrel, unfortunately, or no, actually, fortunately, Influence Limit Break is happier. Yep, higher pay missions. Okay, cool. There's not much else to do but limited duration buffs, but otherwise, if she had things to upgrade, we could upgrade them. Welcome back. Looks like it was successful. Small team with some skill. Took initiative, took the fight to them. And call in that favor. And Aaron is awesome. Good job, buddy. Mutual respect has grown. That's cool. Aaron has gained hype, and he gained Under Navigator, which is, if there's ever legwork in the Under, he's going to be better at it, which is pretty sweet. So we can go check and see what Aaron's about. Aaron is still only at 20 stress, not too bad. But yeah, he has Under Navigator now. So he has an extra tag for if he's ever going on some legwork, he's going to be more beneficial, which is pretty sweet. All right, so buildings I can build. Technically a sim stream trainer and a nano scrubber, and then maybe... And the thing is, actually, this mission's going so well that it feels like I'm actually allowed to go for a trainer here, when normally I would be... Actually, so the tough thing is, here's the weird thing. Trainers never need more than... this trainer never needs to go to 5 power. And the way the game works is, so if you look at this building, for example, I can go up to 3 power here because my max power is 3. This building will only go to 1 power because the wires float out from the elevator. And so it's a very small optimization where it is actually incorrect to put your SimStream trainer here because it never goes to 5 power even when fully upgraded. And so it's like technically a very small optimization where it is like wrong to have that happen. But we are going to upgrade the wires because we're going to put a nano scrubber there. And then this can be a trainer or a hacking room essentially. I would normally go hacking room third, but I might not need to. But I do want to upgrade my cold storage. So now I've got a bunch of basically people waiting around with nothing going on. And in 3 days, we're going to have to talk to them for the captain's mission. And then usually about a week, we'll have to actually run the mission itself. And I would like to, before that happens, like have a trainer up. So that I can have someone sit in the training room and get bonus XP. That would be sweet. Ah, right. So because we've been talking with Dr. Ash, we've sold her a couple of accounts. She now has a mission for us as well. The way the game works is when you sell people stuff, well, I guess when you interact with them, you're buying gear from them, you're getting healed by them, whatever it is, they start becoming more likely to be people who are going to offer you missions. And she's specifically offering, eventually, a Matrix host mission, which, yeah, could be important. Now, the tough thing here is I'm trying to think about the timing here, right? So I would like to detox my hacker. He's at 50 stress. That's kind of a lot. That's a pretty big deal. I want to detox him, right? It's going to take 7 days. That's fine because Dr. Ash isn't going to talk to me for 8.5. And she's going to need a hacker, so like we're going to need this guy back. This guy, depending on how urgent his mission is, it might have hosts on it, and we might want to run Deviant here. And I don't know. We're going to find out. It's a bit of a risk here. But I want to upgrade this so I have a nano scrubber. That way I can upgrade my cold storage. That way I can dig one of these out and build a hacking station. We're going to let it play out. We're going to let our stuff run forward. And then here we go. Holding blood money against Warner Braun. Money for blood. Kill some captains. This is a proc gen mission. Okay, great. This is basically, this is a mission type that will spawn Matrix hosts if they are available. It will spawn, it will keep most of the loot boxes if they're available. And it's a simple, like, regular job that has stuff to do. So you can see, this is the same layout as our bodyguard job, and it in fact does have hacking available. And it's the same thing that has the 2 Matrix hosts. I think it's in 11 days, so we have plenty of time to detox this guy. But this is going to matter, this is going to be relevant, so we're going to care here. We can let this run forward still. We've got plenty of things to handle in our base. Nano Scrubber is done, so the question is, what's next, right? We can dig this out for 35k, and this can let us build a hacking hub. Or we can go here and upgrade cold storage because we have, you know, the pollution available, which I think is actually correct. I'm not 100% sure here. We only have this one thing that's only worth like 20, 30k. Actually, based on that, it seems wrong, right? We're going to spend 60k to make 20k when we can wait and spend that money elsewhere and be more proactive somewhere else. So I'm going to start cleaning up trash rooms instead. So let's go. Clean room is done. And let's set up for our SimStream Chainer, which is Power 1 and Cold 2. Okay. Sure thing. All right. Henniger has picked up our trail. We have to trace. A bounty's being put together. That is scary. All right. Well, what happens if there's headhunters? I talked about it in an earlier episode, but yeah, they are scary. They are very, very strong. They are the strongest things we can possibly have. Octamon's going on. You've heard. We ran Loophole Heist. What's going on? Or have it led back to you? Ah, but she'll ask an obligation to reduce the header count. Obligation is run a mandatory mission. If you don't, I'm going to absolutely hate you. And basically, we must comply, or the relationship is burned. And considering she is a main quest NPC, we kind of care. But hey, I'm going to first look for legwork. And, okay, if I drop... Yeah. So, 70% chance legwork for there. Seems pretty reasonable. If she gets it right, we get to get rid of the headhunter. And then also, we'll owe Octane an obligation, and she'll drop the other one. So, odds are high I can dodge the headhunters. We're going to hope. Interesting. As your longtime doctor, we need to talk. I don't normally get this from her. That's really interesting. I don't normally get this from this NPC. That's unusual, actually. So my contacts, let's go ahead and filter out, don't show me enemies or people who are dead or missing. So Dr. Omat, I don't even know where I know her from, but this is the first time I've ever seen her be someone who actually brings up this mission. It's always Dr. Ash in all my other run-throughs, which is very interesting to me. We'll talk to her when we can, but again, we're like pretty busy on time here. We need to build up the Simstream Tanners, we need to build some cold. We're going to run down our money. And you can see now, yeah, this wire ghost we're talking to, he also has a... Oh, actually... Yeah. So these are both solo hacking missions, basically, by their descriptions here. So you only send your hacker. Simstream Trainers do not work. Only the hacker gets XP. It still raises your power level, but... Yeah. So once we're ready to actually run a mission, I will end this recording, basically. Alright. Let's try to keep going. Get our cryogenic cooling up. But soon we will have our trainers. Soon we will have a hacking den. That'll be kind of nice. That'll be useful on our hacking missions, for example. We detox our guy, and we know that we can't send him back for detox anytime soon because we're going to need him for these hacking missions. Alright. Also, someone's injured, which I didn't... Wait, really? That's atypical. Why is someone injured? I don't know. Alright, who's going to detox next? Well, what's nice is you can sort your roster here. We can sort by most stressed. Yeah, Who should actually go is the question. Probably you. We'll just let you detox because we're going to run... I mean, any hacking mission, we're always running Hacker. We're probably running Scourge. We're probably running Cyberknight. We can't run Vanguard. So, wait, let's actually double check real quick. Hold on. Let's just go back to team seniority. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... I have 6 people, technically. But 1 is a hacker, and 1's on legwork. So I have at most 4 combatants, right? If we send this guy to, like, go to the training station, we have Cyberknight, Scourge. Hacker's not great, only a soldier. So ideally, hacking, I mean, this isn't amazing because we're not going to have... And we don't even need to detox right now, really. Like, unfortunately, this was actually the wrong thing to build because we didn't need it, as it turns out. But we have buildings to build, so we're going to keep moving forward here. Yeah, there's not, like, time to send somebody, so we're not going to bother here. Alrighty. Yep, we had a pretty good doctor helping us out. Pretty cool. What are you getting at? I would like to be a better doctor, is what she wants. Yeah, she doesn't have a lot of gear right now, so she can't do really good work. But if we give her a bunch of money to invest, it can be really good. Now, we're going to delay this. We can send somebody on legwork to make this cheaper, but for now, I basically need this to be on hold as long as possible. But this is useful because it will basically upgrade her, the things that she can offer us. All right, so... because these missions are solo hack missions, there's basically no reason to wait anymore for these things to be done. Well, there is if I can get this to become a hacking room in time, which is going to take like 10 days or so, which is pretty unlikely at this point. So I think what's going to happen is I'm going to end up in the next episode just talk to these 2 people and just run the hack missions back to back. And then try to run this and hope we don't stress out our hacker too much. That's going to end up being the play here. So I think it's going to end this episode. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. Bye-bye.